think we can be the going live. Oh shit. Where did it go? There it is. Hello.
All right.
Hello, friends.
Hello.
Hello.
Good
Hello,
evening.
friends. Good evening.
It's 11 o'clock. Oh,
Good evening. Well, it's evening. So
Good.
it's evening for Arjun Ravi.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
like
it's
7:30.
almost
Yeah.
perfectly evening.
Yeah.
But yes, it is exciting stream, guys. We actually had a decent race for once.
Yeah.
I
At
thought you were going to
Monaco, no
say
less.
exciting stream because we're here
Of
only a few
And
all
seconds.
also,
things
may
Monaco.
I say, guys, that if you're watching the stream, anything can happen in the stream. There might be sudden spots of rain, as we are seeing right now on the screen. You never know when rain might start. Rain might take over the entire screen. Who knows? Who knows,
Who
guys?
knows?
knows?
Anything.
Yeah.
Anything can happen. Anything can happen.
Yes. But where do we begin, man? Where do we begin?
We begin with first telling them to get their tickets to see us on
Oh,
Sunday
wow.
and watch with
Oh
us.
yes, that is a great place
Yes,
to
that is
begin
where
with.
we begin.
Yes.
That is
So
where we
see,
begin.
Monaco race was good, but guys, if there is one race that will be better, that will be Spanish Grand Prix, which is happening on 4th June, which we are doing live streaming also, and screening also, because we will be streaming to the screening. And we have many tickets sold so far. About 1/3 of our tickets have sold so far, but we need more tickets sold, and we need to see all of you guys there.
Come on, people.
So
Come
we will
on.
be there. We will be doing live panel. We will get to watch the show with us, and you will have awesome drinks courtesy of Short Story, who will be giving us gin, rum, vodka. क्या बात है? क्या बात है? क्या बात है?
Exactly. क्या बात है? क्या बात है? I mean, come on, guys. Let's do it. Let's
Yeah.
all
It's a
get
very own
together.
paddock club.
Let us get together
Yes.
and yell at cars together instead of
Yes.
yelling at cars alone.
And
For
hopefully
it is
there will
more
be a
enjoyable.
link. There will be a link in description of ticket link somewhere.
Yeah, so everyone
Yes,
who's
yes.
going to buy super chats today, don't buy the super chat. Go click on the link and buy the ticket.
Matlab,
Or
if you
both.
want to do both, you can
Or
do
both,
both.
Yeah,
also.
yeah.
both is fine. Both is
Yes.
good.
You can channel your inner Lawrence Stroll.
And fire your son. We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Wait, he's fired? What have I missed
No,
in one day?
No, he's not fired. I'm like,
Okay.
he should though. Yeah. He should be as well, I wanted to say.
Yeah,
he should.
You're cold.
Because Aston
Listen,
Martin needs two drivers.
if Lance Stroll is to be fired, what is to be done with Checo Perez? Should we revoke his driving license entirely for the single largest disaster of a Formula weekend that I have seen any driver have?
Gosh. Have you seen like these memes of like, how when you start playing the F1 game in the rain in Monaco, that's how Lance Stroll and Checo Perez were driving. Hitting all the walls, it's like literally not able to get out of the, first corner. That's like literally it was kind of like that. It was amateur hour max, yeah.
Full
But
open
I
lobby.
mean, come on, overall full open lobby, yes. Overall, guys, think about all the times we've shat on Monaco as a race,
Yes.
as a weekend, as a
Never
whole.
as a biscuit. Never as a biscuit.
Never,
Never once.
Never
once.
Never once as a biscuit, but definitely as a race. And hey, this weekend it delivered.
And there
Yeah,
were
we did.
moments when it was feeling like that, right? Where we were like, okay, we predicted this all wrong. Nothing is happening. And
Yeah.
then suddenly,
But I think even last year's Monaco was actually a pretty good race when you think about it, with the way it started and then what it became, and then the
and
entire
it's long-lasting effects.
long-lasting effects. And also another common thread was Ferrari disaster class in both.
Gosh,
But
Ferrari.
let's start with
Let's-
qualifying. What a great fucking Q3! My God, not seen anything like it.
Yeah.
Too good.
Unlike
Epic.
Perez, who said, let's end with qualifying.
What was he
Turn
doing?
one.
On his turn one, dude? Turn
Turn
one.
one.
It is literally the
It was
sacred
like those
rule.
memes. I'm a street fighter. Damn,
Yeah.
those streets got hands.
The sacred
Yeah.
rule of all Formula One. The sacred rule of Monaco is no heroics into Saint Devot. And
Yes,
Uncle has
exactly.
started with heroics into Saint
Heroics
Devot.
into
What
Saint
he
Devot.
is doing, yaar. Oh,
Like,
Gosh.
into Sandalwood, you can expect from a Haas, from Not from you in the second fastest car. I mean, first fastest car, but second fastest driver in the first fastest car.
Yeah.
Just get through safely, and it's just bend it.
This is what separates, the goats from the boys.
The goats from the sheep.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
But man, that quali session was just all over the place. And
Epic.
there's so many subplots. First of all, I think massive respect to Lewis for just having a car that he could barely drive and somehow going on one shot quali
Yeah.
3
Yeah.
times to
Yeah,
be there
yeah,
with
yeah,
one
yeah.
lap
Just-
somewhere.
just
Like there were so many moments where I was just like, okay, he's not making it to the next one. Like it was not looking good.
Yeah, and he just
Yeah.
pulled it out, man. He pulled it out.
that's also, like you said, right? Grades from the goods.
Yeah.
Yep.
100%. Yeah. Made it count. Yeah. All those laps. Yeah.
Yeah, and
No, I mean, there were lots of great subplots during the quali, but that Q3 session,
Oof.
that
Not
I
even
mean,
that Q3 session. 60
Yeah.
seconds of that Q3 session.
Yeah. Oh my
60,
God.
Yeah.
about 60
Yeah.
to 80 seconds of
80
that Q3
seconds.
session.
My God.
Right?
where if you
Yeah.
were any F1 driver of any generation, there was a chance that you could be on pole.
Yeah.
In that suddenly we are seeing, Rubens Barrichello pole pe kaisa? Kya ho raha hai is anything could happen in that session.
Yeah. Esteban Ocon.
Yeah.
I remember the- Yeah, amazing.
And then actually stuck it out, which is
And-
crazy. I mean, not just like quali, but like eventually even made it through the race.
No, absolutely outstanding. Magnificent.
I loved
magnificent from Alonso. But have you ever seen anybody use a portal gun in real life?
yeah. That's that Sector 3 portal.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure that's what Max Verstappen did in Sector 3. So that because that's, Aditya, but you know maths. There's a graph that explains this, surely.
There is.
So
He did a really
So
nice
I
video.
made a whole
saw it,
video
yeah.
because
Yeah, I saw
that night I was like, this has got to be investigated because there was so many DMs of like how, and I love it when people are like how. It's just last two corners you're how. So
Yeah.
you just put both those together, and it's sort of like people say, oh, it's the car, but it is not. But because in Monaco, it is sort of nullified with the drag and all that. But still, it is kind of the car because when you take Rascas with 8 kph faster, and there was one video that I saw on Twitter or something, where through the swimming pool chicane, some fan has just made a video, and it's just like going over the chicane, and the Red Bull is so stable compared to Norris almost hitting the wall and Ferraris all over the place, and it's the driver, but you've got that kind of car underneath you where you can sort of push it. Because when I said Alonso is still in a straight line while Max is already into going into Rascas, that's the car is there. But again, taking nothing away from the driver, it was insane qualifying.
Also, I think Fernando did have a bad Sector 3 in
Q3.
general.
Slightly,
With
yes.
like he was like it was not close to his best Sector 3 at all. And also just Max. Also, he hit like 3 walls on the way
Yeah.
into the lap.
Yeah, because someone said he hit the wall, and I looked at that onboard, and he's hit the wall like 3-4 times.
Yeah.
Which one are you talking about?
This is proper wall riding. Now, this is damage off, standard reduced.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's insane how he pulled that out. But Ocon as well sticking it out. And
But-
dude, those few moments for Aston Martin, man, where Fernando also, like if you see the first 2 sectors that Fernando has pulled out, is magic. I don't know, maybe he ran out of tires by the end of the lap, or I don't know what it was, or he just made a mistake. But you could see, like, even on the radio, he was like, guys, I am pushing like an animal. This is...
Yeah.
And you can see he's enjoying it, dude. That's what I'm really liking about it. He's enjoying that challenge.
Like,
And also now he has that hunger, like he wants that win again. You can
Yeah.
see that
He's
got
close,
this whole, that he's so close that he's like, I know it's gonna happen and I can do it.
I mean, it wasn't awkward at all, him and Ocon in that post-race sort of weigh in and cool down. Well, it wasn't, not even a little bit, like in the sense, like Succession was only the second most awkward thing
thing
This week.
this weekend.
Okay, no, sorry. So I missed the post cooldown. So what happened? Like, what was the tension between them?
Well, they were second and third, and then they had to be very close next to each other in colors that could not be more drastically different. Let's be real. All right, one is pink and blue, and the other is green. And it had a very like Karan Arjun, but without the happy ending vibe to it. Like I don't know how to explain it.
But
Like,
I
yeah.
don't think there was ever that much tension between the two of them at Alpine. Like, I mean, there was always the defend like lion and Alonso defending
yeah.
for him when he had the chance to win the race and all of that. So
But
it's
yeah,
strange that
But
would happen.
hats off to Ocon, dude. Like, I mean, the just he's when it in these high pressure, some of these high pressure situations like Hungary, we've seen it, Suzuka, we've seen it, like Monaco. Gosh, he is really like stepping up to the plate, and I think maybe outperforming that car. I think like just a few weeks earlier, the Alpine CEO was shitting on the team and being like, "Oh, these guys are not where they are supposed to be," and things like that. And then both of them, even Gasly, I think finished P7. He also had a fairly decent race, so
Yep.
good showing from both of them. But Ocon, when it counted, like we all thought, like just that 80 seconds that Rohan was talking about, the start of that 80 seconds, we were all like, "Oh shit, is Esteban Ocon going to be on pole in Monaco? What the fuck?"
Yeah.
Like it was crazy. Yeah. That was amazing.
Let me just take a couple of super chats because I have them. So we have Mahesh Kotapalli, $10. Very nice. He says, this week we finally have new guest in Max podcast, which is recorded in the cool down room. Very nice.
yep.
Saif Ali Khan himself is here giving super chat saying, guys, do one screening in Bangalore too, yeah. I'm just reading it in his voice. Bebo, come here to Bangalore. Sorry, for no reason.
Bebo was in Monaco though, right?
Yeah, she
Yeah.
was.
Chilling with Bottas, bro.
Yeah, she was in
Bebo and
Mega
Bottas,
Raj.
that's the
Just
spin-off.
Bebo
After UK and
Bottas,
UV.
bro.
Oh my
Like
But
God.
can we
just
take a moment to discuss Yuki and his tantrums?
Oh my god, that was hilarious. I have legit laughed out loud when I heard that. It was so funny. Who says just that conversation of Yuki, we know you have to be, it's hard on the brakes, but you'll have to gain time on the brakes. Yeah, but the brakes suck.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Poor
but Yuki also had a great Saturday, right? Like he qualified P9, and if it wasn't for that brake issue, he would have again continued his consistent run of being around that P9, P10, P11 space or whatever. So wow, like another like good showing, except that brake issue like cocked it up for him at the end. But yeah,
Yeah. Aman
but at
Jasani
least it
says,
led to all the great team radio.
Aman Jasani says, RIP to Perez title challenge which never existed. So,
Yeah,
is that it then? Do you
bro.
think that's it? That's Perez title done?
It was long done.
I mean,
Matlab, I don't
yeah.
think when there was a point I do recall after Saudi. I only may have said on the podcast that, oh, we've got 3 street circuits coming up. Oh, Miami is kind of like a street circuit. Monaco is like a street circuit. There is a legit shot that Perez might be leading the championship. But then the heroics into Sandewart and the just general overall poor, he ended like 2 laps behind Max.
Yeah, he got
Like, he
lapped
was
twice.
2 laps.
Yeah.
It felt like he was going for a pit stop every 3 laps, honestly.
Like, yeah.
It's like what, 4, 5 times?
Yeah. First time for the damage, then to go on hards, then the random, because they were using him as full guinea pig, na? They were like,
Yeah.
okay, we will try. You go on mediums first, see, okay, no mediums, okay, no problem. You come on
Well,
wet
full
tire.
I mean, fair is fair, man. Now you eat the pain. No, now you're 20th, you eat little pain for us.
But it was sort of like while listening to the radio, he was really asking for full wets. And at that point, they were at the start, they were like kind of not yet, all that. And then when he said it for the 3rd time, they were like, okay, I mean, if you really want to be guinea pig, let's go.
Yeah.
This works great for
But I
us.
mean, for him, it was just a case of desperation. Just let me try anything different, which might just work out. It was like pure gambling. And the one which surprised me quite a lot was Alonso going for mediums, because I watched his entire onboard of like on the F1 TV later on to see like, was this a pit call? Was it his call? But it seemed like he was like, no, the second half, like sector 2, 3 seems dry, and for one sector sorry, sector 3 seems dry. So for like half a sector which will dry up, why are we going on to wets? But then immediately by the time he reached turn 3, he was like, okay guys, enters.
But also how calm, just
So
like no
calm, yeah.
rage. Like this is Alonso where he's like, I didn't expect a nice car, but I've got nice car, so I'm okay forgiving you for a few things.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I think he's the calmest he's ever been in this year. I don't think I've ever seen him
it's because
this
Lewis
happy
isn't
and
within
calm.
2, 3 positions of him now, so he doesn't have to see him in
And
his mirror.
no, but I think like he's almost unfazed now. Like, I mean, he's
Yeah.
reached this, like Zen phase where you can see he's enjoying the drive. He's got his own thing of I want to win. And it's like no one is his real competition. He's in it for himself now.
Yeah.
Which you're actually seeing him kind of enjoy, which is it's refreshing and nice
Yeah.
to see.
93 points for him. And actually, Lewis is fourth. In how many points is it? 60 something. 67 or 69 points or something like that.
This
Yeah,
was the
69.
point I was trying to bring about Lance Stroll, dude. Like, if you think,
Yeah,
like, Aston has a 1 point lead on Mercedes right now. Just like consider that,
Yeah.
given Alonso's result, consider that Aston is just 1 point ahead of Mercedes right now. Mercedes are definitely doing a very good job consistently. Like, I mean, even this race, they finished ahead of the Ferraris and everything. But this Lance Stroll situation is pretty embarrassing.
He's
Like,
shown like glimpses here and there that
yeah. So
he
even
had
in
it.
quali, there was that one point where he was looking quick, and then
Yeah.
suddenly again it was like nothing. So I think, like as you're saying, it's just glimpses, but then when you're comparing it to Alonso, it's not at all anywhere in the same space.
what do you guys think about like Lando Norris moving to Aston Martin? Just imagine that. Do you think like first of all, would Lawrence Stroll ever fire his own son?
No, I
And
don't think so. I think he's there because of his son.
But I mean,
yeah.
he like if it's really bad and if there's a huge discrepancy, he might like bust him down to reserve driver or something. It's not
Something,
within
yeah.
like he'll still keep him in the team. It's not going to be like कि तू ऐसा दूसरे के team के ले चल.
हाँ.
Like he's not going to send him to like Alpine to drive. Like it's more okay, you be reserve driver, but yeah, Lando Norris in a car that has potential for sure.
That'd be damn exciting. I was thinking about it over the weekend. Like, man, if this if the Lance Stroll situation sort of, eventually it has to, even Lawrence Stroll would be inevitably looking at the bottom line somewhere or the other. He's a businessman after all, right? And, looking at the options that are there, I would like, oh, wow, somebody like a Lando Norris, who is, I think this year he's getting really frustrated at McLaren.
Yep.
Yeah.
McLaren.
I wonder why.
Yeah, exactly. But man, Alonso Norris pairing next year could be quite exciting at an Aston, which is looking on the up and up. I think they just moved into their new Silverstone facility as well. So all those investments are paying off.
Yeah,
What do
but
you
I think
think?
too soon, yeah. I mean, I don't think he'll be able to let go of his son so quickly. It'll be like चल उसको 2-3 साल दे दो
कितना
फिर
साल है
This is
अभी
the anti-Yoss Verstappen. Verstappen, like if
yeah,
I think if
Yeah.
Verstappen has two 12th place finishes, he's like, I'm done. It's over. You go, you race in Formula 2 now. It's done now. We don't want to see all this nonsense mediocrity anymore.
yeah.
But what about full devil's advocate? Full out there.
Mhm.
There's a driver who's in need of a faster team. Other teams are potentially approaching him.
Hmm.
The last dance, Alonso Hamilton at Aston Martin.
Oh,
Come on,
like
what
the first
money?
dance.
Yeah, like the first dance.
Like
Yeah.
the first dance. Yeah, that would be great. Oh, that would be a great pairing. I mean, just for the drive to survive of
Yeah.
it. More,
Just the
more than
masala.
yeah.
It would be fun.
You're
That
like
would
But
insane
who do we
people.
think?
You're like insane
Yeah.
people. Insane people. It's
Some
like
people just want to watch the world burn.
this is it's either that or this is this truest this thing of those who do not learn from history. But whom
Yeah.
to be also you guys are overcomplicating the situation because I feel like there's a very obvious and simple solution here that nobody's seeing, right? And I'm sure Aditya will agree with me on this. When forget everything else, right? You have to turn to the data, like, and what the data tells me is that we have to break Lance Stroll's hand for every race.
100%.
And if we do that, I'm just saying, if we look at positions earned
This is a good
by
point.
Lance Stroll, is it the pick? I don't look, man. What do I know about medicine and indeed Formula One? But it seems obvious to me. I'm like, I feel like, okay, will Lawrence Stroll throw his son out of the team? I don't know, but will he just give him a little every second? Yeah, doable, yeah. Right? Worked out for Roman Roy.
Shoulder every weekend, it's fine.
Worked out for Roman Roy. You know?
That's true. That might work. But it would be like that, that meme video that people had made of like this guy falling off a cycle and dying, and then it cuts to footage of Alonso driving a car on a highway. So basically, there's a car that shows like a guy who sounds like Lance Stroll getting hit by a car, and then they just cut to Alonso driving the car and laughing with 3 dudes inside. It's so stupidly funny. Yeah, what else was there? So epic quali session ho gaya. Checo fail after fail after fail. Unbelievable. But listen, first that the craziness of that rain, and just for me the iconic moment is just that pile up in the middle of like cars literally crawling around the lowest hairpin, being like, what are we doing? You couldn't figure out who was a lapped car, who was on the same lap, because everyone is just blanket dying together and then recovering in the tunnel. It was absurd to watch.
Chaotic. It was chaotic for a bit. And just, I don't know, man, maybe Eccleston was onto something with sprinklers.
Yeah, you gotta do it, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
At least in Monaco.
Yeah.
It's like,
till that time, it did look as if like it was going to be. I mean, we were sort of chatting on the group as well that it was kind of fairly orchestrated. Max was almost going to lap the whole field if it stayed dry, and but then who knows? Maybe some of those sprinklers in Monaco would be a welcome addition.
But sorry, carry on.
No, I'm saying, I mean, before the rain, I guess the only thing that's sticking out to me is 55 laps on medium.
Exactly. Dude,
like, brother, what? Like, what does this
like
mean for pit stop strategy
Perez,
now? Like, this changes.
Tu karta hai tire preservation. Let me show you. 55 laps on mediums these are F1 esports strategies. Like how all these we do medium soft strategy. It's like that.
30. Pirelli had said 30 on like Max. No, that's what it's crazy. I mean, it was almost like let's challenge everything and also then like win with a ridiculous lead and.
But what was interesting to me was, so again, there was a little bit of conspiracy theory in me, because when they were telling Verstappen was asking, can I pit because the tires are dying, and they were like, no, Alonso is behind you, he would get track position, you know what that means. And immediately to my mind, it was like their theory is the moment Alonso takes the lead, he's going to get Stroll to put it in the wall. Do one more crash gate, because they're like, ye itna harami hai, ye kar lega. Like I legit thought that is a concern that they have, that this Stroll will suddenly crash the moment you go in, and Alonso has the lead on medium tires.
You speak like Stroll has that much control over when he crashes.
That is true. Fair point.
That is fair point. Aditya Bhatt has defeated your conspiracy theory with cold logic.
Yeah.
Listen, but he pulled off a overtake
into that hairpin.
Yeah.
Sorry, can we just talk about that stupid Stroll crash into the hairpin? First, he went off at Midabo, and the team is like, just take it easy, bro. Just take it easy. And literally the very next corner, not only does he crash into the hairpin, his front wing gets stuck under his car.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that was really, really embarrassing.
That was very bad. That was a really bad day at the office for him. It was just I struggle to think he would have a worse race than that this season. Just like
He
Checo,
seems
I
like
don't think.
the only threat to Mercedes finishing second in the championship is Lance Stroll right now. Like literally,
Hmm.
yeah, his results are the ones that could impact it.
Guys, okay,
Gosh.
just we're about 30 minutes into the stream. A light drizzle has appeared in the stream, so just it might be time to consider inters, but I don't think it's.
No, I'm gonna stick to the. I'm gonna go with like softs.
Yeah.
Arey, Valtteri brought us up.
Yeah.
No, was it? Who was the rando who had gone
No,
on
it
soft?
was K-Mag. I
Ah,
think,
Kevin
right?
Magnussen.
K-Mag was on.
Wait, let me
Oh.
tell you the story of K-Mag in this race, okay?
Oh,
No,
okay.
this is a person and a team who's like, what do we have to lose? Is the entire motto.
Whatever,
So
yeah.
everyone and their mother is on inters. He's out on hards, right? Magnussen's on hards. And then they say, do you want to come in? And his response is, no, it's raining so much that it's going to get red flag now. There's no need to stop. He said, this race is getting red flag. Okay, so they stay out. And then once they stay out, he's driving along and he sees on the TV, he sees signs just like go off. So he's seen on the TV and he tells his engineer, signs has gone off, so safety car's coming. This is our plan now. Okay, so they're waiting for a safety car. He does another lap on the hards. Now everyone's 5 laps into inters. He's still on hards, and he's like, "Where's the safety car? Is he back? Where's the car? Where's Sainz? Looking sideways. He's not sideways." And then they say, "No, Kev, you've got to come in." He's like, "Okay." And then they say, "We're going on to full wets." The third mistake is just one
Dude,
after the
I love how he's overruling the race engineers who have access to all screens and footage. Basis
And they're
one
listening.
drive past grandstand every lap.
Though I agree that Haas was kind of like no fucks to give. Huh? Did you see Nico Hulkenberg in the opening lap?
Oh yeah,
I think he
full
like
water
overtook
send. My
4
God,
cars, like took like serious sends, huh? Like all over the place.
that was the
like, backed into
F1 game
Albon.
20 AI overtake.
Yeah,
Full
exactly.
field.
yeah. Haas was like DGAF this weekend. Yeah.
Haas is, dude, the couple of teams that have completely fallen off after a fairly positive start. I think Haas fully fallen off. Alfa Romeo completely dead, dude. You don't
Yeah,
footage,
dead in the
गाड़ी का
water.
footage नहीं मिलता है
Yeah.
पूरे रेस में यार. I don't remember
नहीं है.
seeing a Bottas or a like was Guan Yu Zhou racing?
Does
Does anyone know?
I just struggled to remember his name just then.
Yeah,
yeah.
was he there?
I'm going to sound like such an uncle for saying this, but Valtteri आजकल Instagram पे ज़्यादा दिखता है.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's true.
It's sorry.
Yeah.
Suraj Chete in the chat is saying it's hilarious. He's saying K-Mag is having to do this because Haas doesn't have F1 TV premium. That's hilarious. Like they are so close to the cost cap that they're like, guys, this one
They can't.
$15 will ruin us.
It complete can't do it.
Contest and a hygiene. Can we get a F1
Yeah.
Pro subscription, please, if possible?
I don't know why, man. I'm just imagining Nico Hulkenberg वहाँ side से तार काट के ला रहा है.
To steal?
Oh.
Haas
Oh,
7-star.
But do you guys feel like largely everyone is kind of in this like giving up kind of phase or not? Like there's that, like that lull which you're seeing now, like that literally, I mean, I'm gonna call it max fatigue because I mean that's like it's become
Max
like,
fatigue.
whatever you throw at him. Like as I'm saying, like he'll, you like optimize the tires, get the lead, like even with this, we had so many hopes for Alonso with this race, and yeah, he was in second, but I mean that's where he was eventually. There was really nothing that he could actually do during
Well, I
the
think
race. And
without that failed podcast, I'm saying pit stop.
Hey,
Oh, no, sorry.
hey,
Sorry,
whoa.
Freudian
Yeah.
slip. Freudian slip.
Whoa.
No,
Whoa,
but
whoa.
yes, I was talking about 442. Sorry, never mind.
We're a moderate failure at best.
Yeah.
No, but without that failed pit stop, that was a pretty
Try
close.
not
That was
tires.
probably going to be a fairly close race.
Yeah, but I mean, I just feel like I'm saying largely everyone,
Yeah,
as we're
maybe.
saying, you're not seeing a lot of like the midfield battles and stuff, which we were seeing a lot of earlier.
Hmm.
It's kind of become this, like even with the top 3, 4 teams, they are not as crazily tight and competitive. Like the Ferraris again here were like
Ferrari, what
literally
they're
not.
doing.
I mean, pretty much even like the Mercs were barely making it to Ocon. I mean, like it wasn't like really like a nail biting kind of, oh my god, like the top 3 were in that space and they were kind of there pretty much throughout.
Yeah, I mean, it is
I
a
mean,
factor of just it being Monaco, where unless you
Monaco,
have
yeah.
some significant overspeed on the car behind,
Yeah.
which Sainz had on Ocon because he forgot to brake like a moron. But unless
You
because
know what? The funniest was that team radio just before that happened.
yeah,
Let's push him to use his tires. You remember that? Let's
cut
push him to
to
use his
immediate.
tires and literally pushes him off the track. Yeah.
What has
Fuck, where
happened
do
to
we start
Sainz?
with
Yeah,
Sainz?
Leclerc also and you can't be telling me like Leclerc has not got information from his pit crew that Lando Norris is going to be on a hot lap, and this is something he's complained about so many times before. It's saying he's got in the way of his own teammate. I think that happened in quali as well, right? Where I think Leclerc was telling them, "Ki guys, make sure that I don't run into Sainz on at the end
Yeah,
of the
yeah,
sector," and
yeah,
that's exactly what happened.
yeah, yeah.
How do they
I
manage
mean,
to
this
bottle?
first of all, Charles and the Monaco curse is a real thing now.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, let's just accept that Charles should probably not race at Monaco if he wants to retain his
But
mental
he
health.
finished this time.
If he did finish, yes,
That's the
he
level.
did finish. Yeah, that is that's the saving grace, right?
Baby
P6
steps.
at his
Baby steps.
and just before this, we were all like, oh, 3 poles in a row maybe for Charles, and like he's gonna take it and stuff. But again, the Ferrari chef with the pasta gun sort of meme emerges. So what do we do? Like,
Yeah,
gosh,
but
but like
that's what I
every
feel.
year.
I'm saying, isn't everyone in this? I think like they're panicking or they're, like in this stage of like being
But
very
I
like,
think Sherry, that will make the midfield even more interesting because like now you've got like
yeah,
a Esteban Ocon and an Alpine thrown in the mix
yeah.
also coming in, and Mercedes maybe these up. I don't know, maybe we have some data. Aditya Bhatt has some data about like the upgrades of Mercedes. Do you have? I don't know. Like maybe they will work. Who knows? Like I feel like that midfield is actually, if you just take, if Max you were to take out of the championship, the rest of it would actually be quite interesting with Alonso winning.
That's what we should do. I think we
Yeah,
discussed it in
yeah,
the last episode as well. That
that's
We
what.
just
Max
Yeah,
take him
yeah,
and we
Max
drop him
starts
at
yeah.
the.
Max just starts
Yeah.
40 seconds ahead, so we don't have to see too much of him.
Or what do you think? Do you think the result would have been different if the roles were reversed, where like Max had the crash in, like if Max was P20, where do we think Max would have
He would have
ended up?
finished like P8, I think.
Yeah, I think he would have made it into the points somehow.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
feel like, yeah,
I mean, he is too determined not to move up.
Also, I
yeah.
don't
Yeah, I
think
think
he
he
would
would
be
have. Yeah.
doing the desperation moves that like Perez was
Hmm.
trying to do, where he's just trying to stick his nose everywhere. Like you have the faster car, but you need to know like when and how to use it. Even the one where the thing with that Perez had with Stroll, I don't think it was particularly Stroll's fault. I think that was just Perez again trying to be over ambitious and then blaming Stroll for it.
Shana, he was trying to be, he was taking, Max was
Yeah.
lapping him or whatever, and then he was like, I'll also, do this.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then he basically got Shana out of it.
Yeah, it's basically him saying कि अरे तेरे को दिखता नहीं है दोनों Red Bull आ रहे हैं साथ में how why you think you're racing us?
It's like, how sometimes you try to follow an ambulance in a signal.
Yeah.
It's just that.
And it's like, oh,
Yeah,
I was gonna try and get
Oh.
to the team with this guy, and the cops are like, "What are you doing?" Like,
Yeah,
what
this is like you are following ambulance and then you kill someone else also. Now they also have to get an ambulance.
Yeah.
So
But
dumb.
but this is a real like conversation to be had. If Alonso hadn't pit for dry tires, could he have come out ahead? Because like there is a chance. Like I haven't looked through it, but whatever 21, 22 seconds, and then you remember he did go into pit first.
Yeah.
So if he had the
Tires up to
the
temperature
inters
as
on
well.
first, and it's so easy to like randomly make up 5 seconds and lose 6 seconds when it's raining.
Yeah.
Not like when it's dry. So that's I don't know. I think there is a 50-50 chance Alonso could have won this
Yeah,
race.
like I would have loved to see that. Like Alonso defensive drive against rampaging Verstappen. Like that would have been something to watch. Without all this DRS nonsense and all coming. Like it would have been pure driving, nothing else.
Yeah, it would have been like that Danny Rick
Yeah,
victory
with
in
Vettel.
2019.
Vettel or Hamilton behind him?
Hamilton
Hamilton.
behind him. Yeah, it would have been cool. But in general, like I mean, also did you guys notice that like this year was the first year that the TV broadcast of the
Yeah.
Monaco
Hmm.
Grand Prix was run by the FIM and not by the organizers of the Monaco Grand Prix
Yeah.
itself. And we had some amazing shots.
Hmm.
Like
We saw a
you saw
swimming pool.
I saw swimming pool, the top-down
That was
shots
beautiful.
from Mirabeau.
That
They
was
were
stunning.
amazing. Like,
Stunning
fuck.
shots.
Yeah, it
Some
looks
of those, especially
spectacular.
like the sense of sort of elevation and how the track loops back on itself, was just
Yeah.
staggering.
Oh,
Yeah.
and the radio animation inside the tunnel.
Tunnel,
Like
yeah.
the wall of the
Yeah.
tunnel. Beautiful.
Yeah, very nice. I mean, I think it had some unintended consequences in that once Sergio Perez crashed, everybody got to see Red Bull's fancy floor as well. Like,
Oh, yeah.
when the car
Yeah.
was lifted up and it's like, here is the floor for everyone
Here
to
it
see,
is.
Yeah.
Yellow trade secrets in front
Trade
of them.
secrets, yeah.
Yeah.
But it was.
But
It
then
was
you can't
a
even
good
blame
visual.
Magnussen for then just admiring the view every time in the
View,
lane. Being
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Science spun
Yeah.
very nicely. Our aesthetics.
Nicely, yeah.
That was also comical, huh? The one where Science is going off is one thing. Then Russell going off and then coming and
Yeah.
hitting Perez.
Coming back, yeah, that was like freaking
And
dinky
just
cars,
how
dude.
chaotic was that 10 minutes that went under the radar. Like that was just an afterthought of what happened.
Yeah.
And he was
If we
surprised.
are, if we are talking
surprised,
about
like,
Russell,
even
can we
the-
talk about how he was like begging to pass? Like just like excuse
Oh
me.
my god.
Daddy,
Yeah.
Daddy.
Like
My
slightly
God, perhaps,
nagging.
Governor.
He's all like, please, can I go? No obligation. If he doesn't want to let pass, it's okay.
Yeah, but just
Just one of those. What is
Yeah,
it?
but it's weird seeing Russell like that, right? Like, I mean, in that like pleading type of situation, even though he did have the 5 second gap on Leclerc behind him and everything.
No, but this is
kind of
he's
like,
also harami, Russell. Like he would take the lead
Harami,
ahead and
yeah,
then
yeah,
be
yeah.
like, "Ki, Arey, Lewis ka." He would hope and pray कि अच्छा Lewis will have some puncture or he'll get into some incident or whatever, or he'll drop off 5 seconds and then he'll be like, "Arey, Lewis can't catch up to me, so I should keep the place."
Yeah.
But yeah, fairly anonymous race. Apart from that incident, I think we had Lewis in the wall in practice, but that's.
Do you notice like how many cars went into the wall, but we didn't have one virtual safety
Nothing.
car. We just
Yeah,
had
no.
two DNFs in the whole race. Like that's it.
Yeah.
Which is one goes to show, man, F1 drivers can drive cars
Dry setups, dry
well.
tires in the wet for so many laps and no
in the
crashes.
well. Yeah, they
Absurd.
can drive cars absurdly well. And second, also like I don't know, maybe these new like everybody was bumping and touching. I saw a lot of parts come off
Yeah.
cars and things like that. Like I mean, but the integrity of the cars largely held up throughout.
Lower
Except for
average speed,
Checo.
I guess, a little bit.
Could
And
be
also Magnussen, how many times in that just going off Sanderboard, taking U-turn, coming back. I was like,
Yeah.
I know this road. यहाँ से railway station जाते हैं.
Yeah.
It's cool. But yeah, overall, how do we rate the race overall? I think without rain, I think it would be quite a boring race overall. But
as things transpired, rather entertaining.
yeah,
Yeah.
An 8.
yeah,
Yeah.
probably an 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the week, if you take the weekend overall, I'd say a 9 because Saturday was spectacular. Like
Yeah.
I can't remember the last
Yeah,
time I was
Saturday was
so
awesome.
I was so hyped on Saturday. It was like insane, and it also just seeing the cars so close to the walls as they're like
That was
dancing
absurd, yeah.
throughout.
It was absurd.
Man, you saw like the little film of advertising
Yeah.
Yeah,
codings
flying
coming
off. Yeah,
off
yeah.
and things like that. It's like, oh man, these guys are actually pushing. Oftentimes like these days with the with the quality of the coverage that we get on normal circuits, F1 doesn't necessarily feel that fast, but it just
True.
felt.
Yeah.
No. This felt like this was like straight up butt clenching. I mean, this is absurd.
Yeah,
Like,
great.
It was insane. Yeah, probably, yeah, 8 on 10. But you know what's going to be 10 on 10 is going to be our streaming. Screening, god damn it. Cannot say
Screening.
words today. Our screening of the
our
Spanish Grand Prix
screening
at,
Sunday,
yes, above the Habitat car,
Mumbai.
5:30 p.m. onwards. Come in. We will have live panel. We will have chill scenes. We shall have,
We have an Aditya Bhatt coming in from Bangalore.
yes, special delivery.
Hello.
Special delivery.
Yes, coming fresh with an Express Bees. OTP तैयार रखना, Rohan.
हाँ हाँ OT अरे भाई साहब
Keep OTP
सज
ready
धज
to
के
accept.
तैयार है मतलब
Yes,
PAN card for proof of is ready.
one-time pit stop. All right.
And Barcelona should actually they've they've gone back to
Yeah.
the old layout of the
Yeah.
circuit,
Yeah.
like
yeah.
the
Not that
last
ganda last
sector.
sector. Yeah.
Yeah, not that Mickey Mouse thing that they have, and they have gone back to the full flowing last sector. So, I mean, typically we haven't seen that much overtaking in Spain, but I think maybe with that, the car is able to follow at
Yeah.
least in the midfield.
Two proper overtaking zones at least this time. So at
Yeah.
the end of both DRS zones, but that two
Yeah.
DRS zones, that also means two Max Verstappen overtakes. So, but don't worry, guys, don't worry. I have
Yes,
full
someone
faith.
did.
I have full faith. Max Verstappen engine failure. So starting from 10, so first
Oh.
5 laps, amazing entertainment it will be.
But
guys.
engine
Come.
failure in quali.
Yes,
Quali.
On the back.
Yeah.
yes.
In quali only.
Yeah.
Yes. And 5 place grid penalty just as he will start in the 25th grid box as penalty. But you
He
can get
starts
tickets.
behind the medical car.
Yeah, you can get tickets on Book My Show and in a link that should be in a description or a comment somewhere in the stream.
Sweet.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
more or
Should we
less it.
also
Anything
just
else?
go through some of the other I thought while I've been shitting on McLaren a lot this year, sadly, and everything, I thought they did well. Like Lando in the wet was quite racy, and that's
Most of the
where really
points.
the driver makes a lot of the difference rather than the car. And we saw him, obviously Yuki's sort of brake issues and everything, but he did seem like quite interesting in the wet, and I think the race overall, with Gasly as well in the top 7, the midfield had a lot of interesting movements around. So
Generally,
I
also,
mean,
I'd be interested to see who came in sort of clutch from driving normal dry to suddenly when it's
yeah,
Yeah.
wet,
exactly.
compared to like a reference of Verstappen or something.
Yeah, in fact, also I read Oscar Piastri had a copy, like he was following Max because he was sort of lapped by Max and everything. So post the rain, he was using Max as a reference for where to drive, which is a great education for rookie Oscar Piastri in his debut season.
But it did show like a lot of these guys were like it, as I said, separated from the greats from the not so greats. Like your Verstappen in the rain, flawless. Alonso in the rain, flawless. Hamilton in the rain,
Good.
flawless. Ocon, by the way, is
Good.
also a rain specialist.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He did quite well in the rain as well. Your Norris did well in the rain. So like
yeah,
you can see the caliber of like Monaco in the rain and the guys still managing to keep a good pace. Like that's I think the ultimate test. Logan Sargent
yeah.
consistently also at the back. So one of the true greats. Someone
Listen,
said he
wasn't
was like the
Williams'
safety
last?
car.
Did well.
Unofficial safety car was Logan Sargent.
Bottas
William-
did well.
Bottas moved
sort
up
of-
some positions, right?
I think
Yeah.
probably the first to like switch to rain tires. and I think that made him up like 3 to 4 places. I think he was like 16 or something. Ended up 11th. Quite good.
Yeah. We have a super chat from again Saif Ali Khan is back, guys. To Aditya. Next
Oh, wow.
Next Salah Cup Namde. I don't know what this means.
Arre. He basically IPL reference.
Okay,
RCB
reference.
pain does not
Oh,
end.
The eternal
So,
pain.
Oh,
the eternal
We take it to
pain.
next year.
Oh, yeah.
oh well.
Ah,
But
well, indeed.
yes, you cannot say Spain without pain, and we will be
Oh,
saying it.
oh.
Yes. In the
One
F1
other
game, too,
thing
we
to
call it
note.
Spain. Always, yes.
One other interesting thing to note, our boy Jehan was on the
oh
podium
yeah.
Yeah.
in the
Yes, he
sprint
was.
race on
Yes, he
Saturday,
was.
and he drove really well. I watched the sprint a little bit, and he drove really well. I mean, largely mistake free. Sunday wasn't that great for him, but it was good for Kush. I think Kush finished P6 or P7 on Sunday. But Jehan, I mean, this is his second podium now at Monaco,
Yeah.
which
No, and he
was
was very good in the
awesome.
sprint. I watched the sprint. He
Yeah.
was very good.
Yeah.
Because
He was
as a
second,
guy,
no?
yeah, as a guy
No
from
mistakes.
Bombay, I think you would do well in Monaco in general. Just squeezing through tight gaps in traffic. It's like it's regular. Yeah. Dadar station.
Yeah.
But dude, Kushmani is P4 in the the standings.
Oh
Yeah,
really?
yeah.
Oh.
Kush has been damn consistent
Yeah.
overall. Yeah. Kush has been way more consistent than Jehan as well. And in fact, I mean, I think also because the top few, apart from Iwasa and some of the others, like nobody's been repeatedly performing as consistently as Kush. So yeah, great rookie season for him so far.
Nice. So someone is asking, Rahul is asking, is F2 sprint format similar to new sprint format in F1? No, so
No.
F2 sprint is they reverse the order, which would be
The
great
order.
if they did that in
Yeah.
F1. But yeah. But
Yeah,
also
That would actually change the dynamics so much and make it so much more interesting.
like
Makes
I
Terry
would do
so
full
happy.
flip. I would do full
Yeah, that's
flip.
what I mean. Like the full flip
All
would be so
20.
good.
No, reverse the first
First 10 or 8.
yeah. And then reverse first and second. Like the first lot and the second lot.
Oh,
Acha, like that. Oh my god. That's like then for reversing 20 only, basically. Yeah, I think yeah.
Sprinklers only, bro. Everything is sprinklers.
Sprinklers or bring your own water to
Everything is
track.
sprinklers, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, or just get your like those bottles and everybody starts spraying.
This is like this is it's
Like
called the
a
Eden
holy
Gardens
party.
technique.
Holy
Yeah.
party.
Yeah.
Just throw your nearest glass bottle at the track and see what happens. Oh well, but cool. I think we are more or less done for the day. We should be back with
Anything exciting for next weekend? Any upgrades? Anything that we're looking forward to?
I think whatever
Yes, the
upgrades
Sidepod
were
gets upgraded to a live edition.
Live pod.
Yeah.
Live pod.
Live stream, live pod, side live at hotmail.com. Please come.
No, but in general, I think you will see whatever upgrades, like particularly Mercedes got, would not
Yeah.
have been optimized to Monaco at all. I think Monaco would have been the
Yeah.
outlier,
Yeah,
considering it
fair.
was Imola and Spain that they would have been focusing on. So who knows? Might be some interesting.
Who knows?
Might see a Mercedes on the podium.
And
Who
home
knows?
race for both Fernando and Carlos. So I mean, they will obviously look to impress. And both of them, I mean, Carlos in general has been fairly decent at Spain, I think.
Also, guys, and just I should point out that every single screening that we have done as part of this new sports entertainment thing that we've been doing, we've had World Cup final, which was GOAT match of all time. We had Manchester United versus Manchester City, which was a very good comeback victory, and we have had Liverpool versus Manchester United 7-0. So whatever happens, the result is always exceptional.
Well,
Yes.
it's going to be
And the
dramatic
home
one
one
way or
is
another.
going.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
going to be
I mean,
dramatic
lest we
one way or
forget,
another.
Azim, it was the last race that Williams has ever won, right? In Formula One,
Yeah.
like 2012.
Pastor
courtesy
by.
of Pastor by.
Pastor G.
the shrine just off camera that you have of Pastor, right?
Yes,
like
yes, yes. It's right there. Yeah.
right there, yeah. Yeah.
But no, it'll
Pastorji.
be Pastorji ice creams. Yes, it's more like Pastorji ice cream when you go off track as your race engineer. Anyway, okay, chalo. Now that Rohan has frozen in his stream in an awkward smiling face, I think it is time
Alrighty.
to call it a night. So
Okay.
yeah, thank you guys. Whoever's coming for the screening, we'll see you all there. I'm very excited for it. And of
What?
course,
No, my internet is doing things. My internet is doing
you are
things.
still
You are,
smiling.
you
no?
are,
Yeah,
that,
absolutely.
no,
Oh.
Now
Okay.
you're
Now wait, is this better? This is better. This is better. This is better.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah,
god.
yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
you
That was
had
apocalypse. But
yeah, you had turned into
yes,
peak Gujarati
anything
uncle
further
for
to
a few
discuss or
moments.
because
yeah.
yeah. But no, even my internet is saying now leave.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like,
But yeah,
but yes.
that's more about it. No maths class today. Maybe we'll try to do live maths class for you all.
Live maths.
Live maths.
Live match. Live match.
Tutorial
Live match.
classes.
Tutorial classes done. How to telemetry.
Oh,
Yes. All right. Diploma course. Yes. All right. Chalo.
All right, friends.
Thank you.
This has been fun,
Yeah.
and we will see you Sunday.
See you on Sunday.
I will put the
Bye.
ticket link in the description and all of those things.
Yes. Otherwise, search on Book My Show. Bye bye.
Yes.